The drama unfolding in Cleveland right now feels like something ripped straight out of a football movie. Only this time the stakes are real, the emotions are raw, and the entire NFL world is watching. The Cleveland Browns, a team perpetually teetering between hope and heartbreak, have once again found themselves in the middle of a storm. And at the center of it all stands Tommy Reese, the man who, against all odds, has decided to flip the franchise upside down. When Kevin Stefanski was forced to step aside, nobody expected his replacement to stir the pot. But Tommy Reese didn't just stir it. He threw the entire kitchen into chaos. From the very moment Reese took the podium as acting head coach, you could feel that something was different. He didn't sound like a man afraid of stepping on toes. He sounded like a leader who had finally seen enough mediocrity and was ready to do something about it. As he spoke about Shedeur Sanders, his tone wasn't cautious or measured. It was inspired. He talked about Sanders the way legends talk about their protégés, with conviction, admiration, and belief. Reese described a young man obsessed with greatness, someone who wasn't just trying to play football but was determined to master it. Sanders, he said, wasn't cutting corners. He was the first one in the building, the last to leave, grinding through tape like his entire career depended on every frame. This wasn't about potential anymore. It was about readiness. And Reese made it clear that Shedeur had earned every bit of this opportunity. What sets Tommy Reese apart isn't just his belief in Sanders, but his refusal to be cowed by politics or perception. Kevin Stefanski, the head coach still technically in charge, has been playing it safe for months, clinging to his starting quarterback Dillon Gabriel like a security blanket, even as the offense sputtered, stalled, and collapsed in front of him. But Reese saw what everyone else has been whispering about for weeks. Gabriel isn't the future. He's the placeholder. And as the Browns' offense continued to limp through the season, the fans' patience ran out. They were tired of excuses. They wanted change. Tommy Reese listened, and now he's delivering it. Behind closed doors, Reese has been preparing Shedeur Sanders like a man on a mission. Reports from the Browns facility describe practices that look more like quarterback boot camps than routine drills. Sanders has been getting first-team reps, a massive shift that signals something big is coming. Reese isn't coddling him, he's sharpening him. He's fixing footwork, tightening release mechanics, and teaching the finer points of reading complex NFL defenses. Every session feels like an audition for the franchise's future, and Sanders is passing with flying colors. The word from inside the locker room is that Sanders' accuracy has been lethal, his confidence unshakable, and his presence undeniable. Teammates are starting to notice. The way he commands the huddle, the way he zips passes through tight windows, the way he processes defenses like a veteran. It's all there. The kind of qualities Cleveland hasn't seen since the days when fans still believed in quarterback miracles. And yet, in the midst of this quiet revolution, Kevin Stefanski remains the ghost haunting the halls. He's still technically the head coach, but his grip on power is slipping fast. Instead of embracing the moment and supporting the momentum, Stefanski has done the opposite, doubling down on stubbornness. His refusal to even acknowledge Shedeur Sanders in press conferences feels personal. The contrast between Stefanski's dismissive attitude and Reese's fiery belief couldn't be more striking. It's as if one man is watching the future unfold before him, while the other is desperately trying to cling to a fading past. The tension between them has grown so thick that everyone, from players to analysts, can feel it. Reese speaks about preparation, about leadership, about embracing change. Stefanski talks about process and sticking to the plan, as if repeating those buzzwords will somehow make fans forget the team's offensive collapse. And then came the breaking point, Stefanski's disastrous press conference that might go down as one of the most tone-deaf moments in Browns history. When asked about Sanders, he didn't just sidestep. He undercut him completely, claiming Sanders wasn't part of his plans, implying that he wasn't ready, and even hinting that the young quarterback had shown up injured. It was a statement that reeked of deflection and desperation. Because if Sanders truly wasn't fit to play, why had he been taking full-speed reps all week? Why was he practicing under Reese's watch without any restrictions? None of it added up, and fans saw right through it. The excuses fell apart faster than the Browns' offense. Meanwhile, Sanders himself has handled the growing chaos with a maturity that's turned even his critics into believers. He's been calm, composed, and laser-focused. During a recent Twitch stream, he spoke directly to his fans, not with arrogance, but with quiet determination. He made it clear that he's ready for whatever comes next. He's not waiting for permission anymore. He's preparing for destiny. You can sense that this isn't about ego for him. It's about validation. Proving that his name, his work ethic, and his game belong at the highest level. Every rep he takes feels like a silent message to Stefanski. You can ignore me, but you can't stop what's coming. And what's coming might just be the most dramatic turning point Cleveland football has seen in years. Because the locker room is starting to pick sides. Players are watching Reese's approach closely, and they like what they see. The energy at practice has shifted. There's a buzz, a renewed sense of urgency, a belief that maybe, just maybe, the Browns still have a spark left this season. But for every player inspired by Reese's fire, there's one growing tired of Stefanski's indecision. Even defensive captain Myles Garrett, the team's most respected leader, finally snapped under the weight of frustration. His recent outburst was a warning shot, a cry from a warrior who's tired of giving everything while watching incompetence drag the team down. When Garrett calls out leadership publicly, that's not just a headline. That's a signal. The locker room is breaking and the clock is ticking. Tommy Reese knows this. He understands that what's happening isn't just about one quarterback. It's about saving a franchise from imploding under its own dysfunction. He's not trying to be a hero. He's trying to keep this team from burning to the ground. By backing Sanders, he's sending a message that accountability still matters, that talent deserves a chance, no matter what the politics say. It's risky, it's bold, and it could cost him everything if it backfires. But the alternative, standing by and watching the team crumble, isn't an option. Reese's decision is both a gamble and a statement of faith, that sometimes the right move isn't the safe one. The fans know it. The players know it. Even the analysts on sports networks can feel it. Cleveland is standing at a crossroads. On one side is the same old story, conservative play calling, lifeless offense, and wasted potential. On the other side is the future, raw, fearless, and full of fire. And that future's name is Shedeur Sanders. Every throw he makes in practice, every rumor that leaks from inside the building, adds fuel to the growing belief that it's only a matter of time before he takes the field. And when he does, it won't just be another quarterback debut. It'll be a statement, a declaration that the Browns are done playing scared. Tommy Reese has lit the fuse. Now the question is whether the organization will have the courage to let it burn. Because if they do, if they give Sanders the reins and let Reese's vision unfold, Cleveland could finally break free from the endless cycle of disappointment that has haunted it for years. But if they don't, if Stefanski regains control and buries this momentum under excuses, the fallout will be nuclear. The fans won't forgive it. The players won't forget it. And the opportunity will vanish just as quickly as it arrived. So here we are, watching a franchise on the brink of either rebirth or ruin. Tommy Reese has drawn his line in the sand, Shedeur Sanders is ready to prove himself, and Kevin Stefanski's time is running out. One way or another, change is coming. The only question left is whether the Browns will embrace it before it's too late. What do you think, Cleveland fans? Has Tommy Reese made the right call in backing Shedeur Sanders? Should the Browns finally hand the keys to the offense to their young star and see what he can do under the bright lights? Or will Kevin Stefanski's resistance drag the team down once again? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.